And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Ready. White 25. 43. Check. 43. You get block me. You get.
On 1st and 10, Winston. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Terrell Suggs, one of the best in the business at finding the QB, gets home there. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Pull it together. White.
Winston being chased out left. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14.
Hey, 4 down. Mike,
From the shotgun, it's Winston. He's going to air one out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Certainly not how they... envisioned ending their opening drive here in the 1st quarter.
Too many ones in this play. 1st quarter, 1st drive, 1st interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Carl Nassib there on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield? to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on third down.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. Push him back. Push him clean. Check 1, 3.
Throwing is Murray on third down. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 20. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby. Check 13. Check 13. Vamos.
From the 38, Winston. Steps away to his left. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 22 yards there, a first down.
And with the Buccaneers' new coaching staff, you have to figure they're going to want to use O.J. Howard a little bit more this season. 34 catches, 565 yards last year, but that was in only 10 games. 6'6", 251, and can run. Find a way to get him the ball as they just did there.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Only one way to describe Ronald Jones' rookie season with Tampa Bay, and that's disappointing. Drafted to be their lead runner, just 23 carries on a team that ranked 29th in the NFL in rushing.
Jameis to throw it. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is caught. But the back judge right there to say incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Now Winston. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
43 in the mic. 3 bus.
Winston now. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback when he delivers the ball.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. They get the tackle, Marcus Gilbert, second-round pick back in 2011 out of Florida. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Second down, Murray sets to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And I was on mute. I ain't even know it. What the score look like over there?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Murray with a 3rd and long. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. Here's tight end Clay, the intended receiver. They'll come out in the pistol. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd and goal. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I won't run the ball on 1st down in this situation.
Yeah,
2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Well, they held him out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, his 6th touchdown of the season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now a handoff here to his running back.
Oh, fucked up.
Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard
Damn,
gain.
I hit that fucking spin move by mistake.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on third down.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. I got you. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 50.
From the gun on third down, Murray.
Oh, come on, man. I'm 0 for 5 right now. They would not let me complete a pass.
To move the chains, pick up first down.
What the fuck, man?
0 for 3 on third down. If that continues, they'll have
Playing
a
a
chance of
nigga
winning
in his
this one.
Facebook league, man.
His first punt, 48
Nobody
yards.
was even
This
in
one
my
looks
face
equally
that
as
time. They
good.
just would not let me complete the pass. Just missed the nigga like a motherfucker. What the fuck, man?
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. Pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down. Brooks Reed was able to find his way to the QB. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Mike, I don't think you got it, son. Mike 35, Mike 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Ready to go.
Working out of the gun, Winston. It's complete downfield.
Come
out
on,
left to his
man.
running back. And they work this well upfield
Oh, you
across the
better throw that
35.
again, boy.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. From the gun, Winston. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Throwing, Winston. Going up top for Miller. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Mike 35. Hey, here I come.
3rd and long for Winston. They'll let this go for the end zone. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that?
Yeah.
That definitely was excellent.
Ain't
Wasn't
nothing
it?
like losing the game that
and
you
the
fucking
Cardinals
should
with
have
a
won.
1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. And this carry not as productive. He swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for Arizona. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. On 2nd and 15 now. Winston, and a catch right side by Evans. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Check, 43. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't begin. Don't get nervous. We ain't coming. 43's the mic. Quit talking about it.
Winston. He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Watch the pass. 58 to Mike, 58.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. The young buck finding the veteran there. There is 14 years separating Kyler Murray and Larry Fitzgerald. Murray turning 22 back on August 7th. And on August 31st, Larry Fitzgerald turned 36. But these two guys like each other, and it shows on the field. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half, 10-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Down
the
10-0.
Cardinals on 3rd down. Not good.
I can't get no passing going.
This is 3rd and 8. Murray going to throw. Oh, he almost had the rare interception. The big fella couldn't hang on, though. Incomplete.
Yeah, over here.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Let's go.
The
Nigga, I
Tampa
started
offense
out.
ready to get their drive started.
I ain't
Still
had
more than a minute to go.
Von Miller since
there is time
fucking
if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well.
They
So
got hurt
that changes
week 2 or
everything
week
that
3.
you're doing here.
And
Without
Philip
those
Lindsay
timeouts, you
got
can only
hurt
work the sidelines
right
hoping
after
to get
him.
out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available.
And
because
right
you can call
after he
timeout
came
and
back,
regroup.
Noah Fant got hurt.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Ready. Blue ready. Here it comes. Here it comes. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3. Let's go.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. Trying to find some space to turn upfield, but this defense having none of it. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Left side completion to Jones. And he'll be stopped short of the first down right around the 18-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's Bradley Pinion now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Now it's Peterson. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Nah. Well, I'm getting them off. He's missing the fuck out of it when I get them off.
They'll roll him out right. And that's off the mark, incomplete. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go.
I ain't getting no pressure coming at me or nothing. He's just missing the fucking pass.
It's on EA
Now a nigga getting pressure and shit, now I can't get shit going. Stopping them on defense.
Or just ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Can't get shit going on offense.
This is taken near the 13. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. That good for 22 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Murray. Rolling to his right. Oh, now Murray has it stripped, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a handoff looking right. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. 3rd and 2, and here's Murray.
There we go.
And
touchdown, baby.
This one in for the Arizona touchdown. Andy Isabella, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Dawson tacks on the point after, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Winston. Buying time to his left. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. For a big guy, Jameis sure can move. Did a nice job there picking up the 1st down with his legs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Winston. Over the middle to Evans. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, Buda Baker with a pick. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good. Concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Cover 4
Things are
all
starting
game.
to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last
Fuck
drive.
out of here. I run so many different. I'm trying to say, he gonna mess me talking about you gonna run cover 4 all game, fam. If so, let me know right now.
They want to take the big strike.
Hey, nigga, what the fuck you talking about?
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up.
I done ran so many different covers. Yeah, he don't know what cover 4 is. I done ran all kind of covers.
And leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he'll get it in
you got a
territory
score on it.
just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their
Obviously,
guys
it does matter to him.
But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now a play fake here on first down.
Catch the ball. Fuck.
Showed off the arm strength
All these
there,
drop
but to no
fucking
avail.
passes.
Second down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Oh, here we go
Looking
with
to
this.
find a lane, but he can't rein
Throw
in
it back,
at
not
the line
fucking
of
blocking what the
scrimmage.
fuck he's supposed to block.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Carl Nassib drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up fourth down. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is Jones. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Honey. Follow.
Here's Winston. Going deep this time for Miller. This is
nigga got so lucky just now. Oh, come on.
Scott Miller.
Fucking white boy ran out running
NFL
fucking
touchdown as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. A little bit of space there for the first down run as that's going to get them about 5 yards. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Switch. Check 26.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Tampa. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter.
We got three, fellas. We got three.
Going to give this time to the tailback. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. On 3rd and 2, Murray flushed out right. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. The sack by the Super Bowl champion and Pro Bowler Jason Pierre-Paul. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure.
45. Mike, 45.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back.
Well, you can't fucking win when niggas just won't catch the ball. Won't catch the ball.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, there are
No way
2
you can win
scores
like
on the
that.
plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs to keep up with your theme there, playing keep away.
I can't get one nigga hitting my man and he's dropping the ball.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Ready? Blue ready. It's been a long day for you. He's coming. Let's go.
1st down, they go with Barber again. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the 1st. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Right there. All day, baby.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, Barber. The strong running. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike, check. Hey. Mike, check. Here we go.
To throw, Winston. Airing this one out for Evans. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, his 14th touchdown now on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
We got this.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. The tackle made there by Dayon Buchanan.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here's Murray. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Here's Andy Lee now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. Jameis now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Barber on 1st and 10. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all, and to me it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead, or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away.
At their own 35-yard line.
Nah, he up 24-7. 2 minutes left. He gonna pretty much win this. Didn't get no offense going, man. It's hard to play with the Cardinals, boy.
Ready for their next drive.
Especially when them niggas want, yeah.
I don't know what you
fucking
last drive here.
I had a drop pass from
some people like to do that. I remember playing for a
Larry Fitzgerald. Larry Fitzgerald dropped shit. You know shit fucked up.
He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back into 46. It'll be a loss of 1.
I wouldn't doubt it.
And it'll be 2nd and 11.
Second and 11 at the 46-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Cardinals on third down. A very anemic, 1 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down. The Cardinals worst in the NFL, 6 of 16 on 4th down last year, but they'll try it here. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Winston here to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Incomplete on the deep ball. He was defended by Patrick Peterson.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They run with Logan. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Buccaneers, the win gets them back over 500.
What's up?
As they drop to 2.